Someone is accusing you of wanting what they have, but you never wanted what they have. They don't have anything you want. They've seen you triggered and assumed it was because you were jealous. Or at least that's what they made it out to be. That's what they talked themselves into thinking, because otherwise they feel bad about themselves, okay? So they're like, okay, you're jealous. No, it's not that. It's like they are accusing you of stealing. But this is going to sound bad, but this is just the energy. Like, it's not literally this, but if you're triggered, it's because on some level you're offended. The same energy like if somebody accused you of stealing their Walmart bag, their latest big purse they got at Walmart, but you've got a whole closet full of Saks Fifth Avenue purses at home. And they don't even know that. Like, that Walmart bag was everything to them. I'm really not trying to knock Walmart. This is actually the nicest clock. I got this at Walmart. It's beautiful. I love it. So, that's not the point. The point is, it's that kind of energy. It's like somebody accusing you of wanting something, just saying that, oh, you just had to have something. You came to their house and stole this great thing. And it's like, nobody wants that. Nobody but you wants that. Probably has a clearance tag on it, like it was marked way, way down because no one wanted it. Heck, these days you can't even find that because of Poshmark and stuff. They just take all that clearance stuff, the resellers. The resellers left it. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. It's that bad. It's that bad. That's why it's offensive. But you know what? Okay, here's what you got to understand. Someone who does something like this, feel sorry for them and keep going. And ignore it. Don't worry about defending yourself. Because they had to talk themselves into this, because deep down they know it's not true. They know it's not. They just don't want to look bad. And in fact, in the beginning, they probably knew that, but they had to, like I said, they talked themselves into this. It's really beneath you to argue with them about this. Okay. I got Karmics, Thrills, and Chaos. Wow. That's an interesting thing. That almost sounds like a movie or a book or something. Karmics, Thrills, and Chaos. Third parties, haters, lesson learned. This person was a karmic. Yeah, I'm getting this as a person who you're like, I learned a lesson here. Yeah. People I hate to say, but people from your past that you're like, I'm so embarrassed. Why? Why was I associated with you? Why was I attracted to you? Was I going through something? Was I drunk that decade? What happened? So Thrills, Chaos, that's why I went there. The drinking, maybe I just got shame spiral. Oh, by the way, if my background is moving, it's because of CapCut, my editing software. They just added this video enhance thing, and it sharpens my face, like everything up front. But it made my background do something weird yesterday. Anyway, just letting you know, I don't know what's going on there. That's new to me. I don't know what's going on. So, Thrills, continuous cycles, bad decisions, addictions, chaos, upheaval, disaster, downfall. It's got a picture of a tornado. That's what I always think of with chaos. The other day I got in a reading tornado of chaos, and I'm just like, that's kind of redundant. I mean, I didn't say it, but it's because a tornado is so chaotic. But don't feel bad. Oh no, is that what it is too? Oh, shame. See, that's what I mean. It's I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if you're really going through this. Let it go. It's okay. It's okay. You know what's really okay is to let yourself stop thinking about it. Yeah, because sometimes we do honestly, temporary insanity. I'm not trying to say anyone's better than anyone, okay? I just mean a lot of times, we get into situations really quickly. Maybe we're lonely or just we're depressed, mentally ill, have been traumatized and don't realize it. Like, if you want to call it trauma, just like emotional trauma at times. And I mean, and I'm talking to someone who's been through physical trauma too, but I'm not talking about that right now. I just mean there are times in life, I believe, where we don't realize what we just endured until maybe it's over, until we've cooled off from it. And then you're like, wait a minute, how did I get into that in the first place? Like waking up from a dream. What was I even doing there? What was I doing there? I don't know. And I really hope that's kind of an experience that most people can't relate to, but I think it's one that a lot of people can. Because it might feel like it happened quickly, but maybe it didn't. Maybe it didn't happen as quickly as you think. Or people that really know how to love bomb, know how to appeal to you, sometimes also were compromised. I'm just going to say sometimes maybe if you go through a situation where you are in a long-term relationship or some kind of situation with someone who is mentally ill, someone you can't get away from, or maybe you feel like you can't get away from until you're forced to get away, or someone who's abusing you, because mental illness can make a person abusive, and whether they realize it or not, whether it's their fault or not, it's not about fault. Involuntary manslaughter is still manslaughter. I say that all the time. It's like someone still got hurt, whether it was your fault or not. I didn't mean to. Well, someone still got hurt, and there's that damage. It doesn't mean the person needs to pay for the damage. The person might just go on like nothing happened. But you still have to deal with the damage, And if you were with someone for a long time, around someone, even worked with someone, but really especially lived with, were in a relationship with someone who had mental illness untreated or not treated well. And really, when I say that, I don't mean like all mental illnesses. I mean ones that really require someone take a lot of work, to like encourage you or listen to you, talk sense into you over and over, where to the point where they don't even get to attend to their own life anymore. Anyway, if you've ever been through something like that, or not even that bad, or even been through a job, like a situation where you're like, I had to get away from that because it was toxic, think about that. Because I know with me, there are times when I look back at certain patterns in my life and certain decisions I made about certain people. It's when I was recovering from something. It's when I'm going to say temporary insanity. Like, don't know what I was thinking. Don't beat yourself up. Don't feel bad. Don't let anyone make you feel bad. Don't beat yourself up over regretting this person, that person. I hate to use the term slumming it. I meant to say that earlier. I'm not trying to say anyone's better than anyone. I started to say that, then I trailed off. But what I meant, like slumming it, that sounds so terrible, but you look back and you're just like, this person makes me look bad. You never wanted what they have, and that's the whole thing. You made this person feel good. You really boosted this person's self-esteem. Oh, yeah. You ever looked back and seen that? I hope not. Cool. Because it's a sign of bigger issues, I think. But people who, it's like, you wouldn't have gone on to anyone probably if I hadn't boosted your self-esteem. And the only reason I did that is because I felt bad for you. Felt bad for you. You hear certain things people say behind your back and you're just like, I felt bad for you. That's why I did that. Painful lessons, you know what I mean? Painful lessons. But seriously, be careful just even bending at all for someone. Compromising at all, because that's when you invite this stuff in, just going along to be nice, feeling bad. Yeah, manipulation. Did they manipulate you? Or, did you feel bad because you actually heard something because your intuition told you something? Or do you feel bad for them because they wanted you to feel bad for them? Because they know how to make people feel bad for them. Because they're trying to get something out of you. Or trying to do something. And people like this exact type of person, I know this energy, and I'm sorry if you're going through this. I know this energy. You just don't even try to argue. You can't argue with not so smart, okay? You can't argue. They're going to believe what they want to believe, and they need your self-confidence boost. And it's sad, really. What you got to do is feel bad for them because it's sad, because this is all they've got. This thing that they are accusing you of wanting, of being triggered over, no, it's all they've got. Like, let's say it's someone accusing you of taking their husband or spouse, wife, whatever. Trying to, whatever. Saying you were flirting, I don't know. Something. Could be because they feel stuck in that marriage and they're trying to make themselves feel better by making it seem like someone else wants that person. Maybe you didn't do anything at all, or maybe you did something they told you to do, like something completely innocuous, completely just innocent. Yeah, that's the energy too, someone who would do that. Wow, that's happened. That's a lot more common in this world than people think. People who will lead you into things, trick you into things, and then completely act like it was your idea. Trick you into thinking it was your idea. Oh yeah, you are an original and you are kind. Oh, that's interesting. And you know what? A card that said you will not deceive almost came out, but I kept on flipping. You are an original, you are kind. See, you are kind, bending over backwards, to try to help this person when they probably didn't deserve it. Or later you're like, they weren't really in need. They went through person after person. Some people do that. They go through people like toilet paper. Use them till they can't anymore. And, when it goes south, goes bad, find someone else to use, manipulate it with guilt, whatever. Find someone else to drain because, and then at the end, blame you for not saying no. That's what I mean about the kindness. Oh, gosh. People who will just accuse you of anything, but it's really their guilty conscience, a lot of it. Anyway, you're an original, accusing you of wanting something anyway, don't let this person get to you anymore, okay? It's not even worth trying to defend yourself. The truth will come out if it hasn't already. People see through it. But really, if you can do your best to feel bad for them, but that's what sucks. I hope you can't relate to that thing where you went out of your way to act like you like someone just to make them feel better about themselves. And then they went to their head, and then really went to their head, gave them some confidence that they, where would they be in life if you hadn't done that for them? Yeah. That's how, really, a confidence boost is all it takes for a lot of people. Me included. Certain things happen to me against my will to even boost my confidence into doing this, Wow, never underestimate that. I just realized that. Hadn't really given it that much thought before. Because I'm thinking of more than one person. I hope you don't have any you can think of. But that's definitely what's coming through for this. Okay, I channeled something. That's why I keep looking. It's beneath you to argue with this person. They want to believe this because they need to believe this. Their whole, all their self-confidence hinges on this. That's how sad it is. And it's really crappy because, especially if they're making up stuff, if they're doing things that are actually bringing you harm, which I don't even want to speak, but if they're trying to, do whatever, lying about you, if those lies are causing you any harm, may you be completely protected. Imagine protection around you. May this person be found out. And this all work out for your good and for their good too in some way. I send them peace whether you can or not, because that's really going to break it. Then, look, I send them peace and healing, and may anything they took from you be repaid. Anything they took, any opportunity, may you get even better in return. Let yourself believe it. Let yourself believe it. Detach from it, but just know it's on the way. Don't even worry about it for a second. Just believe it's on the way. No, don't let this person trigger you anymore, okay? You are kind. You're too kind. You are kind and you are an original. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.